YouTube, you know what today is? Concord Friday. The Concords are here. I tripled up on these. My favorite 11 of all time. And I had the 2000 ones, and if you don't know by earlier videos, they were stolen out of my trunk years ago. So what I'm going to do, my third pair I have, no need to bring it. I have 2 retail pairs from the store, and then 1 early release pair which you saw months ago that I brought to you, one of the first videos of the Concords. So here we go. This is an early release pair. This pair I've worn. The other 2 are dead stock from the store, and this is one of them. Retail pair. With, of course, the price on it. We're going to get into a comparison. You're probably like, well, why are you doing a Concord video, Tribbles? We seen it in August. We're going to do a comparison. Because a lot of people talk, and now we're going to figure it out. There are differences of early release pairs rather than the retail pairs. And I'm going to tell you something about that. I personally, I do early releases a lot, and I'm going to stop that a lot because let me tell you something. The quality of some are not that good as you can compare, especially with these. Like, I mean, it's great. Like, you know, you can't really basically tell the difference, especially when you're wearing them. But there are differences. Here is the early release pair. Same thing. Here is the retail pair. As you see, a retail for $180. Here is one of the retail pairs. Now, real quick, I will say that the boxes on the retail pair, the indentation of the 2-3 is a lot different than this. I mean, if you just look at them, almost similar, but it's indented in a lot more on the retail version than on the early release version. The writing is exactly the same. So nobody can say nothing about writing. This is exactly the same. Exactly. Okay. Alright. Let's get the plastic off. Plastic insert of the Concord is exactly the same. You know, the purples may be like a little lighter or darker, but here is the early release pair. And here is a retail pair. They're both the left shoe. Paper, metallic silver paper, which is great paper. I love that paper. Let's put these down here. Okay. This is the retail Concord. This is the early release. Can you tell a difference if you just glance? No, you can't. Let me start with, of course, whatever. But even though my early production pair had a pretty milky toe, but of course, there's your milky toe. There's your milky toe, and here is the early release. Let me adjust this really fast. Okay. That's better. Alright, lighting is better. Okay. This is the early release pair. My dog, as you hear. I mean, this is the retail pair. Milky toe. And this is pretty milky itself, but of course some were see-through. Now, Now I've worn these, the early release pair. Here's a difference. The 2-3 is different. You know, a little bit. More of a space, and it's just a lot sharper. And it's little. The 2 and the 3 is a lot littler. In my left hand, this is the retail. Now look at the 2-3. Now that one. Like just holding the shoe is pretty much the same. Now, on the Jumpman, but same purples. The bottoms. Now the bottom, the blue tint is a lot better. It's like a lot glossier than. There's the retail one. It's a lot glossier. All in all, there's not a lot of differences. Do I tell you every fucking day the phone rings when I do these videos? Somebody's got ESP or somebody's watching my shit, man. I swear. But basically, like holding it wise, you know, the shoe is constructed a little bit better. But there's basically not a lot of differences. Except the milky toe, the blue on it, and the 2-3. Of course, in the retail, you got the purple shoe tree just like you do. And that. All in all, my favorite 11, this is the retail version, my favorite 11. There was fucking mayhem and crazy shit going on. I'm fortunate enough to where I don't have to deal with lines for this shoe. A lot of people were coming up to me because I had them on yesterday or whatever, wondering why, you know, how you got them. And that's, you're almost asking for trouble when you do that shit. When you walk, I mean, people was camping out. One person did get killed over this, and I mean, it's fucking sad. Like, I love shoes more, you know, more than the next person, as much as the next person. But like, honestly, there's no way I'm gonna kill somebody over a pair of shoes. Like, it's just, I mean, what do people think? I mean, this is the most anticipated shoe probably ever. Like, Cool Gray release, forget about it. Space Jam, forget about it. This is the original 11 of all time. The original. He broke these out first. I mean, you can argue. I mean, I have every 11 except the Columbias, and you can argue that the Space Jams are better. The Breads are better. A lot of people's favorite the Breads, the Cool Grays. Let me tell you something. The Cool Grays released in 2000. He wore those when he played for the Wizards one time. The Breads were debuted later on in the playoffs. That's actually the shoe he won it on Father's Day with. The Space Jams, like, you know, he wore those, but those were debuted like in a cartoon movie. You know, those didn't come out till 2000. Those weren't a 95 release. These are the original of all time. The hottest, arguably the hottest shoe ever. It's my favorite. Of course, you know, the playoff 12s are my favorite shoe, you know, but this is my favorite 11 of all time. I love this shoe. The last time I actually waited in line for a shoe was in 2000 for these. And they got stolen out of my trunk. As you know, this shoe is important to me. A lot of people fucking line up and try to get it just because it's iconic shoes, just so they can fucking sell it. And I don't like that shit. I don't like these faggots who do resellers and all this shit. Like, you want to make some money, but like, you know, people actually care about this shoe and have memories of this shoe. I remember watching Jordan play in this shoe. I remember the first ever Nike commercial with this shoe. You know what I mean? When he was running full court and the goal was like 4 million feet high and he was hanging from the goal like that. I remember watching Jordan play, and Jordan got fined when he wore these. You know, and Nike paid his fine. So, I know about shoes, and I know where they come from, and I have memories of them. A lot of people, not saying, I can't tell people when they can buy shoes and when they can't. But, like, honestly, it's bullshit. Like, I was on eBay earlier, and $450. I seen somebody had a buy now for $600 for this. Like, come on. And so, it's just ridiculous. But, basically, that's the video. So, the beef video will not upload for some reason, so it's going to be redone, and I'm going to bring that to you later on, so stay tuned for that. Concord comparison video. Hope everybody got them that was going to get them, and I got killer heat coming soon, next week. So, sub and like the video, and I'm out. Alright, peace.